Well, hello there. Alright guys, we are back to the Blanksby Brief. Welcome. I'm your host, Miles Blanksby. As always, it has been a while. I'm sorry, I'm back, and I'm really glad that we are here to debrief on so much pop culture news. I've been holding it in, and I'm so ready to let it out. Okay, this week we have Taylor Swift wedding. Now, we've got Madonna T. We've got a new album by her. We have got new Ariana Grande music. We have got New York City Climbers on top of that building. Yum, yum, yum. Now we've got Benson Boone new music. Okay. And we have, of course, got some Spice Girls nostalgia. All that and more to come, so don't go anywhere. All right, so starting off, Taylor Swift married. Amazing. So she's married Travis Kelce, who is a sport player of some kind, like soccer, football, hockey, I don't really know. They all just play with their balls in a very homoerotic way, but that's okay. They just tied the knot at Madison Square Garden. So they rented out the venue for the night. This is, if you're not familiar, is an arena in New York City, in Manhattan, and it's like one of the most famous arenas in the world. She's played it countless times in her career. So, they decided to tie the knot there. There was a lot of controversy and discourse around this. In my personal opinion, I don't mind this location for them. I think it's quite secluded in the way that they've shut it off completely. Like, we have no photos, we have no videos, nothing. Yeah? If they did it in Italy, someone could have flown a drone right above them and snap, snap, snap. But they were enclosed, air-conditioned, like, they kind of got creative control of the space, which I actually love, and I think it can be quite cozy, in my opinion. The wedding guest list, was apparently over 1,000 people. Now, I get she's Taylor Swift, that's, she's got a lot of friends. People like Sabrina Carpenter, Jack Antonoff. You've got Dakota Johnson. You've got all the old friends, Cara Delevingne, Gigi Hadid, I think, was there. All of that old girl squad. Everyone was there, basically. Everyone who was anyone. Now, she tied the knot at about 6:30 p.m. After which there was a sign projected outside the venue which said "Just Married." I'm sure we'd all seen this. "Just Married" with TNT as at the end of the just. Okay, bit annoying, bit like, okay, we get it. But also, like, kind of cute and kind of like, people are going to ask questions anyway, so you may as well just let us know what's happening. And so they did. So they were married 3rd of July, just before 4th of July in America, of course. There was a lot of discourse around her shutting down sort of the streets around Madison Square Garden for the wedding. To be honest, I mean, obviously I don't live in New York, but people shut down things for stuff all the time. Either way, it was going to be a big ordeal and it was going to shut shit down. I just think you got to deal with it and just like soak in the fact that you get to live in the city where like Taylor Swift gets married. Yeah. So just, bit of privilege, bit of check there. Yeah. But otherwise, she's been married. Oh, Selena Gomez was obviously there. Apparently, there were no bridesmaids. It was just the respective siblings of the married people involved. Now, I'm so happy for her. I'm glad she's found her person. They allegedly signed a 40-page prenuptial agreement to protect their respective assets, which, I do understand. Like, they're both very rich and they're both kind of their own brands. Hope she keeps her name. I don't think she would change it because it's her brand. Anyways, happy for you, Taylor. Be careful. And look, we've heard your descriptors of your boyfriend's penis in that song you wrote. Thank you so much. So enjoy it. Soak it in. Yeah, have fun. Have a ride. Okay, so apart from Taylor, which I'm so happy about, we have Madonna, Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2 is out upon us. Thank you, Jesus. Love you, Madonna. Oh my goodness. So this came out on my birthday, essentially. My birthday was the 4th. She released on the 3rd. It was a big day for the gays, yeah? Basically, it's a flawless album. Dance Terrier is one of the songs that everyone's talking about at the moment. It sort of talks about her experiences going to the club that was called Dance Terrier back in like the 80s. It's cool. It's chic. It's like her first album on steroids. All the critics love it. Madonna, you've done it again. I love you. You're the best. No notes. Yeah? Love you, Madonna. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but these two girls, Sophia Grace and Rosie, they used to be on the Ellen Show, and they wore these tutus and tiaras, and they ran around. They were basically fair little children that somehow got media attention, unlike, actually important things in the world. That's okay. Anyways, Sophia Grace is expecting her third child. So I'm really happy for Sophia. She's quite old now, maybe 22. Yeah, so she's getting there. But third child. Yeah, Sophia, happy for you. I remember these two girls on my screen when I was younger. Loved them. Anyways, I used to have fears about pushing out a baby out of my vag, even though I don't have one. It does scare me, that idea. So good luck, Sophia. You've done it before. You can do it again. Be strong, girl. Yep. Okay. I don't know if I've talked about this on the pod already, but we've had the new Ariana Grande single, Hate That I Made You Love Me. I am obsessed with this, yeah? It's got those simple beats, those simple elements, really earthy, gorgeous tones, and it's her. I mean, she really can't miss. Some people are sort of criticizing it, saying it's not, Dangerous Woman or Into You. Well, of course it's not, yeah? I think it's gorgeous. I love the music video. I love the production style. I love the visuals. And I'm really excited for this album and to see where it takes her. Now, she's also just gone on tour, obviously. She has started the Eternal Sunshine Tour. I wanted to vomit, essentially, from FOMO. I was distressed. I was hurt that I cannot go to this particular show. It looks insane. She flies. She sings Break Free, Rain on Me. I mean, Dangerous Woman, the vocals alone could cause an earthquake, magnitude 4. I love her. I will hear nothing about her, thank you. All the discussion about this woman and her body. Okay. Either way, it's body shaming and it's actually fat phobia, no matter the way you put it. Stop talking about her body. She's the only one who knows whether her body's healthy or not. So why are we talking about it? Because you don't actually care, is the thing. Because if you actually cared, you would be more involved in the process of making sure people avoid eating disorders or, do these things in your actual immediate vicinity. The thing is, you don't care. It's just such an easy excuse to talk about a woman's body. Yeah? So let's just not. She's eating. She's alive. She's breathing. And it's not our worry to have. Yeah? Commenting on her body's not going to change what she does. You typing in your freaking comments at home on the couch and your fat ass, not you, my viewers, but people, is not going to change her behavior. So why bother saying it? Just say, Ariana, you are the vocalist of our generation. You have shaped the young gays of this generation. Yeah, so watch your tongue. Okay, Cate Blanchett. So, she has just accepted a interim position at Oxford University. She's going to be a professor in acting. Okay, so, I think this is interesting. I've never really thought about this before, but I just think there is a weird power dynamic here. You've got to have respect to your professor, but you've got to, have a bit of confidence. I would be shitting bricks, hard concrete slabs coming right out if I had to perform in front of Cate Blanchett and then email her and say, hey, Kate, can I please get an extension? I think I won't be done by the due date. Is she going to respond and be like, hey, Miles, no stress? Or is she going to be like, fuck you, I have an Oscar? That kind of thing. So it's that power dynamic. Kate, I love you. I'm sure you're a nice person. But how do we know you're a good teacher? We know you're a good actress. Evidently. I'm really curious how she goes in this space. Good Lord. Katy Perry is back, unleashing her music terrorism on the world. At first, she threatened to release this single. Now it's out in the world. We can't be saved. This single is called Watch It Burn. I'm going to read you some lyrics. Tonight's the night. I light a match, throw it hard behind my back. Tried hard to forgive and forget. I light a cigarette and watch it burn. It is a rock-style anthem power ballad. The music video showcases her as a scorpion, in which she's dancing around the city, setting flames to everything. Katy, few notes. A, not a good song. B, not a good video. No one wants to watch you with your fucking scorpion tail running around the city. We have bigger issues. Thirdly, you have not in any way that you haven't controlled been oppressed or maltreated by the public, mistreated by the public. You went to space on your own accord with the billionaire in the penis ship. You released a song about feminism that basically just showed your tits off, your Ozempic tits. Yeah? So this is kind of your fault. So you saying, oh, I'm going to watch it burn, I'm going to set you all on fire because you fucked me up. Well, actually, it's your fault. All that was of your own accord. It was all in your control. I've got to say, I miss the old Katy. I miss my teenage dream. I miss my raw. That girl. I don't know what happened to her. The other thing is, Katy, you are worth, what, $300 million? You are not struggling. You're a white multi-millionaire in California. I really struggle to see how you're being oppressed at the moment. Yeah? She has a history of doing questionable things. So she's almost killed the nun, and then killed the nun in a lengthy legal battle where a nun basically just had a heart attack and died because she was suing the shit out of her. Then, essentially, she sued an elderly veteran to leave his property because she wanted to buy it. I think she has a history of belittling and bullying the smaller person. She also voted for and endorsed a Republican billionaire candidate for LA mayor a couple of years ago. She has been on a downward streak for a long time, but I wish she would have cut it off and said, okay, stop here. Now we're at legend status. We're the variety act. We come in and we play our old songs and everyone loves us. They go, California girls. And then you run off, go back to your little child, go back to space if you want to. But don't start releasing new music that no one cares about, Katy. Stop. You're digging yourself into a hole that you cannot dig yourself out of. Stop. Okay. We had the climbers. So we had the boy and the girl on top of the Empire State Building. They did a big climb, no ropes or anything attached, which, I wouldn't do it. But that's okay. They made it to the top and he proposed. And then they had this big banner that said something along the lines of, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. Love it. I love it. It's cute. It's a stunt. It's very New York. It's very American culture. I love it. What I don't love is brands using this and then using AI to edit and say, you should buy our product. You should do this. You should do that. Actually, the whole point of them doing that stunt was not for you to be using AI and not for you to be selling shit. They're criticizing the capitalist enterprise and you're fucking endorsing it. Stop. Stop. It's pissing me off. You know what else is pissing me off? Kylie Jenner just did a collaboration with Meta for their new surveillance glasses. The fucking glasses with the fucking lenses that film. Oh my God, let's not make mass surveillance trendy. When you are that rich, Kylie Jenner, it genuinely pisses me off. You don't have to do that. You do not have to sell your soul to the devil. And if you're going to sell it, don't sell it to Mark fucking Zuckerberg. He's been compensating this whole time, evidently. You can do better, Kylie. Stop. Stop. Genuinely stop. Because this is harming people. It's harming the environment. And you might not see it in your sweet little, swimming pool and massive fake tits. And all I'm saying All I'm saying is that when the apocalypse comes, I hope you're happy with yourself, Kylie Jenner. Because we won't be there. We'll all be dead. So you won't actually have a market. You won't be making money. You'll be in your little bunker eating beans. And that's the other thing, is all these celebrities and billionaires have these thousands of bunkers stashed away for when the world ends. So they know the world's going to end. Why don't you use your money and make this world inhabitable? You do not need to fly to Mars and set up a colony, Elon Musk. $1 trillion fucking dollars. People are genuinely dying. Have a little perspective. Grow a pair. Anyway, people are losing their minds over the new Shrek animation style. So the new Shrek movie is coming out next year, and snippets have been released online. This has caused widespread controversy because they have revamped Shrek into a new animation style. It's newer, it feels a bit more AI, fancy, techie. I don't love it. I prefer my original Shrek. He had more character, he had more pizzazz. And you know what? I'm sensing this across the movies. We've lost the color in the movies. We're getting this high quality animation. You know what? I watched The Meg the other week, and I would prefer a shitty animation job, CGI, knowing that people did it, people worked for it, than a fucking perfect AI movie. Because what's the point? Where's the humanness? There's no point. Literally no point. Shrek, love you in another life, baby. Okay. Benson Boone has released a new song called Time of My Life. It's a shit song. I did listen to it and watch the music video, both of which were shit, even by his standards. Benson, I think it's time to hang up the Spanx. I think it's time to retire the backflip. Again, women in the industry have to work 10 times harder. This guy can do a fucking backflip, and they're praising the genes of him. Ridiculous. Canada has just joined Eurovision. So we all know Eurovision, the song contest. Australia is in it, which is kind of one of the exceptions of the Europe rule. But Canada has just been allowed to enter. So I don't mind Canada. I have some friends from Canada, and it's not America. If it was America, we'd be having issues here. But Canada kind of feels like in Australia's mindset and zone. So I'm not worried about this. I won't be watching anymore for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's okay, Canada. You can come in. It is 30 years today since the Spice Girls released Wannabe. This really warmed my heart. I was watching some of the girls give some interviews, and I don't know, it really warmed my heart to see them thriving in the knowledge that they really set up these girl groups. You know, Little Mix, Fifth Harmony, even the boys, bloody One Direction, you know, Cat's Eye as well. It's all in that girl group blueprint. These girls had a great run. They did a good job. Shane Victoria was a bit of a bitch, but that's okay. I still jam to these girls. These girls are really good. Reunion tour would be great as well. Now, Jack Antonoff and Margaret Qualley have called it quits. So, Jack Antonoff is famous sort of producer, friends with Taylor Swift, and Margaret Qualley is quite a famous actress. She is the daughter of Andy Dowell, or something like that. A super famous actress. You would know her if you saw her. She had like curly hair, like super famous. She's in that movie, My Best Friend's Wedding. Yes. And so her daughter, Margaret, she was in The Substance, so quite famous as well, and some other films. They've been together for 3 years, married allegedly for 3 years, and they have just allegedly called it quits. Kind of sad for this, because they were kind of a cute couple. They were always sort of in Taylor Swift's orbit, and they seem to sort of be having a good time. But, you know, celebrity couples, they never last. He always seemed a bit weird, you know. I don't know, I never got the vibe from him. So sorry to you two, but, you know, kids are dying, so. On that topic, actually, Nara Smith's son has cancer. So Nara Smith, infamous trad wife, who famously stays at home and cooks for her husband and kids and does pretty much nothing else. claiming that she loves the traditional lifestyle and lets her husband be the breadwinner while she makes the most money in the family doing online content. Anyways, she has had a diagnosis for her son with cancer. Sorry, Nara. I don't like you as a person, but I feel for you. This is obviously a hard time. What I will say is it's interesting how we always have more sympathy for children of, wealthier people, wealthier families, white families as well, rather than, thousands of people getting genocided in other countries. But anyways, I digress. That was the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I had the best time talking to you all, even though it's through a screen. And I will see you not too soon.